It's Malibu. It's Malibu. What? It's Malibu. It's Malibu. J. The. It's Malibu. J. The.
She's fine too, but I want you.
Hey, what's up? Hello. If you've never been here before, but if you've been here before, hey boo, how are you? Today we're going to be talking about the do's and the don'ts of becoming a preschool teacher. Now, I see that y'all enjoying my little sit-down videos where I talk to you guys about being a preschool teacher, the qualifications. So I figure I'd come in and give y'all the do's and the don'ts because I don't want to throw y'all into the lion's den and y'all get eat up, okay? But before I do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you like this video so more people can learn the do's and the don'ts of becoming a preschool teacher. So I'm going to start with the do's. We'll save all the don'ts and the negative stuff for later because I don't like negative stuff. I'm a positive person. I like positive stuff. So let's do the do's, okay? Number one, as a preschool teacher, you gotta make sure that whatever is going on at home, you leave that out the door. Kids feed off of energy. So if you come in sad, them kids are going to be sad. If you come in mad, them kids are going to come in mad. You have to come through that door smiling, happy, cracking jokes, just getting ready to energize. I know there's some days where it's just like, I ain't got time for all this. But when you're dealing with kids, your energy always got to be up. Always, 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 always. Another do, make sure you do your curriculum a week or 2 weeks before it has to be done. For me, I'm always planning. I'm a person that plans. I can't function if things ain't planned right and messes with my brain. So me personally, what I do is I plan out the weeks ahead like a theme. That way, when we're done with the first week, I already know the next week. Like this following week, we're doing the rock cycle. I already have everything planned for the rock cycle, but Monday during nap time, your girl's planning the theme for next week. And my theme for next week is the plant cycle. So I already got all the stuff printed out. I just gotta laminate it. You gotta use your time wisely. And that's going to another do. Use your time wisely. As teachers, I know that sometimes when we get to nap time, we don't want to do work. We want to be on our phones. We want to do this, we want to do that. Honestly, Boki, if you can multitask, because I be multitasking. Sometimes I be on my phone, but I'm also doing my work. Because the minute those kids wake up, you got to be with them. You have to engage with them. Let me tell you, 95% of my kids don't sleep, okay? They don't sleep. They're always talking to me. So when you know you have a preschool classroom, because if you don't know, now you know, preschool could go up to from like 2.5 all the way to 5 years old. You have preschool 1, preschool 2, preschool 3, and then pre-K. But pre-K is also in that preschool category, you know? So if you got kids that don't sleep, what I do and my co-teacher do is that we try to print out worksheets for them, something for them to do so we can use our time wisely. Again, you want to use your time wisely. Like for me, sometimes I go and print when my kids are doing choice time because, you know, during choice time, they're not really paying me no mind. So if I can go and print real quick, I'm going to go do that. But you need to use your time wisely, guys. That's the best thing for you to do, okay? Another do is make sure that you are keeping your parents in the loop. Okay? I talk to my parents a lot here and there. I try to keep them updated. For my classroom, we have a board outside the door. So like that's like my main communication is whatever's important, I put it on the board. You want to keep the parents loop, but you want to have that relationship with the parents so that when time comes when you need something, the parents are willing to help. Like for me and my kids, we did Earth Day last week. And I sent the message to the parents saying, hey, we're doing Earth Day week. Give us some recycling, da 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 da. When I tell you, my parents showed out. We had so much recycling. I didn't even know what to do with it, but the kids loved it. Okay, the kids loved it, the parents loved it, and they learned so much about the earth. Now, another do that you want to make sure that you do is keep up with your classroom's organization and cleanness, okay? For my classroom, it gets a little hectic in there because me and my co-teacher are always on the move. We're always on the move, but you always got to make sure that the classroom is clean. Before I leave, I make sure that my classroom is clean. That way, for the next day, I know where everything needs to go. Okay? And that goes into my another do. Make sure that you have like a folder or a organization, like filing, whatever, and label it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because that will help you make sure that all your activities is where it needs to be. At my last job, we had a folder where it had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At my current job, we have like this filing shelf, and it has Monday we do worksheets. Tuesday and Wednesday we do centers. It's the same centers Tuesday, Wednesday, the same centers Thursday and Friday. So what we do on Tuesday and Wednesday is in that one section of the shelf. What we do Thursday and Friday is in another section of the shelf. And then at the bottom we have extra worksheets. That's for any kid who finished like their journals, or any kid who is awake during nap time. We have something for them to do. The more organized you are, the more everything will be easy going. Okay? Another do is you want to make sure that all your medications are checked every month. And you want to make sure you do fire drills. Now, shout out to my team, because I started my new job in June. So like there's like little nicks and picks like I've been learning, but as soon as I learn it, I'm on top of it. Like all my medication for my kids are up to date. We just did a fire drill. It's about to be May. We're about to do a May fire drill. You know, you gotta, again, it goes back to that organization. You want to make sure you're on top of things, because there's a person called the licensor. The licensor comes and checks everything. They want to make sure all the medications are up to date. They want to make sure that wherever you put the nap stuff is where it needs to be. They want to make sure you have your nap chart, your seating chart, the cleanliness, everything. Because the licensor can either tell your center that y'all can't have kids anymore, or the licensor may be like, oh, you guys are good. Here's some things you need to change. Also, as a preschool teacher or teacher, you want to make sure you always get your physical done every year. If you don't get your physical done every year, or if you are not up to date with your fingerprints, or if you don't update your PQR, or if you don't update, what's the other one? I said CPR, physical, PQR. Those are like the main three. Those are the three important things you need in order to work with kids. You have to stay on top of your own stuff too, okay? That's very, very important. The PQR changes every year. Also, this is my last do. Make sure that you are minding your own business. Now, let me tell y'all something. Now we get into the don'ts. When I tell you daycare is the most messiest place in the world. You think high school is messy and drama? No, the daycare is drama. Daycare drama, okay? Majority of the time, it's a building full of women. You may have men here and there, but when I tell you, there's always drama. So don't. This is my first don't. Don't insert yourself in people's business. Don't insert yourself in people's business, because it's always gonna get back to you, okay? You're always gonna get pulled into drama. Don't insert yourself in people's business. And what I mean is, don't give an opinion. If a person's venting to you, just listen to them. Say, okay, well, I hope that works out for you. Da 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 da. Don't give too much, because then whatever you say, that person might use it back on you. Another don't you don't want to do, and this is what I had to learn, because y'all, I'm a natural born leader. If somebody's not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But I'm learning that I can't do everything, because If you have a co-teacher that sees that you are going to do everything, they're going to do the bare minimum. Okay? Again, I'm a natural born leader. I get the shit's done. But what I have to learn is that I have to make sure me and my co-teacher are here. Meaning that everything is split 50-50 because I'm going to burn myself out. And you don't want to burn yourself out, because if you burn yourself out, the kids are going to catch on to it. And the kids are going to get cranky and all that other stuff. Okay? Another don't is don't be boring. You do not have to make boring ass curriculums. Okay? Make them fun. You know, you're with the kids all day. Yes, you're learning. Yes, you're teaching them how to write. But this is their experience before they get to kindergarten. You want to make their pre-K experiences fun. Like some of the things I did with my kids, we went on a nature walk on Friday. The kids loved it. The parents loved it. For my rock cycle next week, I'm buying 2 orange sodas. Me and the kids are going to paint it black. And then on Tuesday, because they got picture day on Friday, we're going to put Mentos in it and we're going to make a volcano. You know, like you want to make it fun. Don't make it boring. You don't want to make it boring, because if you're bored, the kids are going to be bored. Don't crash out when it comes to the kids. One thing I feel like a lot of people forget is that these are 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. There's some things that they're gonna do where it's like, why are you doing that? But then you have to remind yourself, they are just children. You can't crash out on them. If you crash out on them, then you're in the wrong field. One thing that being a preschool teacher taught me is patience. But see, the problem is I have patience for kids and elderlies, but adults, I don't. I'm still learning patience when it comes to adults. But when it comes to them babies, I'm so patient with them. So patient with them. But you know, some of them have very unstable social and emotional skills. Some of them are angry. Some of them just don't know how to express themselves. You have to take your time with them, okay? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask questions. Me, I always ask my assistant director or director questions when needed, or whenever I'm confused about something, I may ask another teacher, like, oh, da 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 da, because you know, some classes are similar to yours. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to ask teachers for supplies. Like me and my cohorts, we're in one hallway, and we're always like, hey, can I use this for my curriculum? Or hey, da 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 da, and we always say yes. We make sure we give the stuff back. Okay, it's okay. Don't be afraid to ask for questions. Don't be afraid to ask for materials. Okay. Another don't is, you don't want to overwhelm the parents. And you're probably like, Jada, what are you talking about? What I'm talking about is, majority of the parents know their kids. So if you're every day telling a mom, oh, you know, little Timmy, he did this, he did that, da da da, Timmy wasn't listening. She know Timmy don't listen. Majority of the time, you just need to tell parents, yeah, they had a good day. I feel like the only time you really need to tell parents if like something big happens. But majority of the day, they had a good day, okay? They had a good day. You don't gotta worry about it. You don't need to over barrier the parents, especially at pick up and drop off, because they're trying to pick up their kids and go. The best way to go about if you want to tell the parents something is use whatever, you know, app that your job uses. I know for me, my job, we use Brightwheel. Some people use Camboo. Some people use ProCare. No, we use ProCare, yeah. ProCare and many other sites. That's the best way to contact parents or call parents during nap time. Don't try to ambush them at pickup or drop off. Because me as a parent, I'm here to pick up my kid and go home. I'm here to drop my kids so I can go to work. Don't do that. Just don't. The parents don't like it. We as teachers, we look at you like, what are you doing? Like, you know. And again, don't lose your cool when it comes to parents. Parents also could get snappy. Okay? I've been doing this for almost 5 to 6 years. So I know how to handle parents, and I know how to talk to them in a respectful tone, because 1, you're not going to talk to me crazy, but 2, I'm going to throw you some facts. Okay? That's what you want to do. Don't give parents attitude. Stand your ground, but don't give them attitude. Because at the end of the day, parents just be moody. Parents just feel like because they're the parents, they got one up on you. But you're with their kid 8 hours of the day. So you know their kid better than they do. If you really think about it, you know? So, yeah. Those are some do's and don'ts of being a preschool teacher. If you guys would like a part 2, let me know, because trust me, I could just name them and name them and name them and keep going and going, but we'll be here all day. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want a part 2, comment down below too, and I'll give y'all a part 2 of the do's and the don'ts. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later.